fighting out of Little River. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Ghost, Will Johnstone. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, about number 4 of the evening. 3 by 2 minute rounds under K1 rules, 71 kilogram weight division. Rally brought to you by Rooks, One Graphic Design. When the action begins, our referee in charge. Here's Mr. Matt Tide. Firstly, Tomato fighting out of the blue corner. Trained by Jay Osman from Altona Kickboxing. Official weight 70.2 kilograms. Standing 5 feet 5 inches tall. Tonight he's wearing a white shorts with a blue trim. Fighting out of Altona North. He has a fight record of 7 fights for 2 wins. Please welcome Sam Summers. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the red corner, trained by James Rosler from Team Ultimate. Official weight 71 kilograms even. Standing 6 feet tall. Tonight wearing the white shorts with a red trim. He has a fight record of 4 fights for 2 wins. Fighting out of Little River. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Will the Ghost Johnstone. Fighters to centering, please, for final instructions.
Here we go, gentlemen, another K1 rules contest, 3 by 2 minute rounds. Pretty much a battle of the West, we would say.
One Graphic Design. Referee Matt Tyne in charge.
In the blue corner, a fighter who's quickly becoming a regular here at Ultimate Legends.
Round 1.
In the blue and white shorts, it is Sam Summers, and he's taking on the Ghost, Will Johnson, in the red and white. It's proudly brought to you by Rux One Graphic Design. A big shout out to Paul Zara.
Now, we've already seen it twice now, Johnny. Sam has grabbed that leg twice. That last time he grabbed it. Now, this is something that Sam lost a point for last time he fought. Now, he's a very exciting fighter to watch, but surely you go back to the gym after that last fight, Johnny, and you stop trying to catch that kick if you're going to fight K1.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's important to just follow the rule set. I've got to be honest, you know, having sparred and had a couple of fights myself under different rules. And how did you guys treat it? Especially you, Dave. You've had fights under many different disciplines and different rules. Well, you know, what is it that... How do you just overcome the instinct to catch the leg, you know, when you're fighting K1 or kickboxing?
You know, the thing is, Johnny, I think that when you walk into that ring, you understand what you can and can't do. For example, if I was fighting in boxing, I'm not going to just start throwing leg kicks, am I? Now, and coming as a kickboxer into a boxing fight, you've got to have a good, clear mind and understanding the rule set that you've agreed to. And once again... Now, I'm just looking over to some of the officials' tables there, Johnny, that they're not really impressed.
Yeah. Well, from a trainer's perspective, Dion, having your own fighters, what do? Do you concentrate on your own fighters' preferred style and not take fights under a different set of rules?
No, I think provided that they control their adrenaline and emotions on the night, they shouldn't be falling into habits that break the rules. I think an MMA fighter could comfortably go into a boxing match without doing takedowns if he can control his anxiety and adrenaline.
Oh, we'll see very animated James Rosler over in the red corner.
And you know what? Johnny, rightfully so. He spent potentially 2 to 3 months training a fighter. He might have spent years with a fighter, getting to know him, getting to know his family. He wants to protect the interests of his mate that's in the corner, and rightfully so. I don't really, as a fighter myself, I don't see an excuse. Maybe once, oops, sorry, I caught your kick. I understand that, but twice, 3 times, 4 times. The last fight you lost points for us. I mean, at what point do we say, right, let's just start taking serious amounts of points off straight away? Yeah, well, no warning.
And admittedly, these are guys that are no strangers to centering here, and we get a pattern of regular referees and judges. You get to know the fighters and perhaps what some of their bad habits might be. And Matt Tyne having a word with Sam Summers here at the start of the second round. So here we go, second round of 3.
Round 2.
Sam Summers in the blue, Will the Ghost Johnson in the red and white. Proudly brought to you by Rux One.
I think if the fighter performs the same infraction on repeat, eventually you got to assume that it's on purpose, it's intentional.
I think he just has to take that, catching that kick out of his repertoire. Slows the fight down, and it takes away from the fight too. We're all 3 of us here talking about this thing instead of watching the clean strikes that we're seeing from William Johnson here at the moment.
Yeah. Good, nice, clean single knees from Will. The first one landed cleanly, followed it up with the second.
I think everything about Will's style is very composed, clean, cerebral. I'm really impressed considering he's only had 4 professional fights. This is number 5.
Have a look at his defence, guys. Just classic, keeping the hands up nice and high.
This will be the 8th time that Mr. Summers has been in the ring professionally. Now, you're mentioning, Dion, that Williams lost quite a lot of weight.
Yeah, well, I was speaking to him earlier, and he said one of his proudest accomplishments was losing 45 kilos. I guess that would have made him about 120 kilos once upon a time.
Isn't that insane?
Well, I'll tell you what, all credit to this young man. That is absolute amazing feat, and for anybody out there watching and wanting to perhaps participate in the sport or always wanted to, there's some of the health benefits that come from training in a fight style.
Beautiful switch right hand. I haven't seen that one for a long time.
End of round 2, proudly brought to you by Rux One grabbing design.
How are you seeing the fight so far, Dave?
Look, you'd have to certainly give it to William. He's cleaner. He's not having to break outside the rules of K1. And you'd have to agree that the judges do take that into account when they are scoring a fight. I particularly like that switch right hand. I haven't seen that for many, many years. Sort of leads your opponent into thinking that you're throwing a kick, and therefore then a punch is coming from a location that you may not be used to seeing.
I bet he's got plenty of those tricks in his arsenal. Very, very clever fighter.
It always does. And this is where these local Australian shows that we see such an invention within the sport, and it grows the sport.
Yeah, but admittedly, gents, 2 very experienced trainers. We've got Jay Osman over in the blue corner, who seems to have been around for years, and then likewise with James Rosler over in the red, out of Ultimate Hoppers Crossing. So here we go, third and final round.
It's definitely the closest fight of the evening so far.
He's got to watch that right overhand, doesn't he? William, he gets caught with that. Sam's got absolute power in those hands.
Beautiful counter.
There we're starting to see some clean techniques from both parties.
Will credits his reflexes and his fight IQ as his strong points. I think we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, I like this young fighter. I just like his stance. I like his style. He's just classic. Oh, he's got airborne. Tried with a jumping knee and a catch and takedown. K1 rules, guys.
I'm not sure what we're watching.
I got to admit, though.
Last time I checked, that was either rugby or MMA.
But, you know, Sam, I'll give him credit. I really enjoyed it. It was a nice technique from Sam Summers.
Maybe Sam's got a future in MMA.
Another infraction.
So just a little bit stop-start here in this third and final round. As
Final
Sam
20 seconds.
As Perry Cowell announces 20 seconds left. Once again, that jumping knee from Will the Ghost Johnson.
Sam's definitely given this a good red hot crack, but I think it's comfortably Will's.
That's in about. Big round of applause to both fighters. Can I have a representative, please, from Rook's One Graphic Design? Can I have Paul, thank you?
Probably the biggest contrast in fighting styles that we've seen tonight.
Absolutely.
Entertaining all the way, and that's what you would expect here at Ultimate Legends. We hope you're enjoying it on Fight TV, wherever you're watching. As we get Paul Zara in the centre ring, this young man with a lot of talent who designs the posters for Ultimate Legends. Look him up if you need any graphic or design work done. Rux1. Like him on Facebook. Just having a look at Will. He looks like he could do another 3 rounds.
Design here as our sponsor before we go to the judges' scorecard. Big round of applause to both fighters for a great contest. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a split decision. Charlie Camilleri had it 30-27, blue corner. Vadim Tashimaj had it 30-27 the other way, red corner. And Jen Pigic had it 30-27 for your winner by split decision. Red corner, the Ghost, Will Johnson.
Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen, once again, a little bit of a contrast in scores there.
30-27 both ways, it's interesting.
Maybe
Congratulations
on the cars, Johnny. What do you think?
Well, I just don't know.
Big round of applause here to Sam Summers. He'll be back there to fight another day.
What can I say? That's why I shrug my shoulders all the time.
That's why we're calling the fights too, I guess, guys.
But at the end of the day, I think congratulations to Will the Ghost Johnson winning by split points.
I think he's got a very, very bright future ahead of him.
Yep.
Taking the Rooks, one graphic design.